Hi, this is Brian Reich with redband.com, and I am reviewing the DSC-T500 Sony CyberShot pocket camera. And why I call it a pocket camera is because it can fit in your pocket. Now, this is one of my favorite kinds of cameras. I've had many of them in the past. My last one was a Sony, and it still works and still great. But when I was in Vegas recently trying to record some stuff, I went to the UFC and I was trying to record some action using my little camera, and the video quality was horrible, the picture quality was meh, and I just thought it was time for an upgrade. So I came across this, and the best thing about this camera is it's one of the first cameras to actually film 720p video. That's HD TV in the size of a small camera that you can put in your pocket, which is pretty amazing because the old cameras did an okay job doing video, but it was always kind of meh, and you had to transfer it, like for a Mac user, I always had to take the video from this, put it into a program, and make it into a different kind of film that I can edit, because this was not edit friendly for Mac users. So the cool thing about this is it actually records in 720 by 480, and it's H.264 or whatever. You know, it's pretty much Mac friendly. You can open it up in QuickTime, and you could actually just take the file and drag it to your desktop and upload it to YouTube, and bingo, you got a awesome HD video on your YouTube. Now, it does have other movie modes. You don't have to do HD all the time, and there's a good reason for that, because when you are filming HD, one of the only flaws that I've found so far in this camera is the battery life drains like crazy. When you are filming in HD, this thing will probably last you a good 45 minutes to an hour. That's a guess, early test. I've only had it for a little bit, so I'm still testing it. But regular video seems not to have the same effect. Regular camera use, battery is fine, don't worry about it, and I think all in general the battery problem isn't really a huge problem, because most people are not going to sit here and use this as a normal video camera. Like me, I actually use video a lot, but it's still a camera. So most of the time I'm just using it as a camera, which the battery is fine. Once in a while I'll pull it out and be like, ooh, you know, is that K-Fed? K-Fed. Anyways,
Supercar!
The DSC-T500 also is a digital camera, like I said, and it takes 10.1 megapixels. Another cool feature that it has, other than like my old camera, this only had a 3x optical zoom, which was okay, but when I was in Vegas, I was trying to zoom in, and I was like watching everyone around me filming, and like their zoom went way past mine, and I was like, oh dude, that sucks. So this has a 5x zoom, which for a camera is a great, of this size is great. Now, one thing I do recommend whenever somebody asks me for a good pocket camera, what do you recommend the most? And there's two things I usually always say. One is never have a lens that pops out. From past experiences, Canon, and there's a few different ones I've had, the lens always seems to jam up and break. That's one thing about these cameras, they're always in your pocket, and if you accidentally hit the power button, you don't want the lens to pop out in your pocket and then it jams it, and the next thing you know you have a broken camera just because you had it in your pocket, which is what it's supposed to be for, you know? Blech. So I recommend cameras that don't have lenses that pop out. So this one doesn't have a lens that pops out, and it's kind of cool. If you look at it, it has like a cat's eye, or a second layer to it. Watch it. I'm just pulling it up. Whoop, where'd that come? See that? There's like a little middle door that comes in. I like it. The other thing it does, it has a huge, and I'm guessing this is I don't know how big this is, 3.5 inch screen on that. Look at that. I don't know if you can tell, it's all touch screen too. I find the menus actually pretty easy. Didn't take me long to learn at all, especially being a Sony user. On the top it has only a couple buttons. It has the power button, the play button to play and look at your cameras, and then what I thought was kind of cool, it has a lighted See that little white dot? That's actually, I know you can't tell, but that's actually a white picture of a camera. And so like when I switch it to camera into video, it lights up the icon, which is pretty neat. All in all, I find the quality for the pictures awesome. I find the HD quality amazing. There's some samples on my YouTube account, so take a look. I did a low light sample in HD and outdoor sample in HD, and they came out really nice. The picture quality is great. All in all, you can get this from about $350. I highly recommend for a pocket camera. I think this is probably the best HD for the size that you can buy right now. Again, this is Brian from redband.com, and this is the DSC-T500. I highly recommend it. If it was 1 out of 10, I'd probably give it an 8 or a 9. Thank you.
Supercar!